let me link the stream. I'm feeling confident in my commentary skills. Not.
You said can you stream too?
Yeah, I am streaming Mr. China today. Hopefully none of the drivers will be catching COVID. A very sad disease that has recently occurred in the virus even. But Div 2 are readying up for the start of qualifying.
Oh shit, I'm really fucking wrong.
I'm just.
I'm not watching it, I'm racing.
Yeah. We're commenting on Joe's race. Commentating, sorry.
Hi.
There's an invite to Charlie. I hope they can hear you. Charlie, speak.
Hello.
I hope they can hear you.
There's 22 people in the lobby.
Charlie, speak. Yeah. Right, Chaz has hopped on the comms with me. He's a very professional racer who races for himself and nobody else. A couple of cars coming out on track now. Drew's coming out on track. Joshy Wenz is coming out on track very fast last time. JHZ was on an outlap. Seabass. 6 Perry. Some couple of tough corners around the track, but should be a good race. Apologies, I'm just getting up my computer because I have stuff to do. Pergy Whiffs is on a lap. I'm sorry if I pronounce anyone's names wrong. Brian on an outlap as well now. Charlie's slowly suffocating to death. It should be a good race for what it's worth.
How many people on outlap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Pegwith has spun on an outlap. I apologise I wasn't watching it brilliantly, but Pegwith has spun. Sticky one still. Joshua Wen's starting to fly now, and we'll join him. Into the first turn, nicely. In gear 3 now. Always quite slow on this part of the track. Not really my favourite track, I will be honest. I'd rather be watching France, but it is what it is.
14 minutes and 50 seconds of quality. Good job. I'm sat here, it's like, oh, okay, it'll only be like halfway through, I'll have about 5 minutes left. Maybe not.
We'll just wait for the race. That's the interesting stuff.
Indeed.
We'll just waffle a bit.
Who do you reckon's going to win?
I reckon Joshua Wenz will have a good race. Iceborne will have to work from the back of the pack here, unless people get DQ'd, in which case he won't be working from the back of the pack, he'll be working from slightly forwards. I hope people comment on the video. I've got 10 people watching and no one said a thing. I hope I'm not scaring you all. Grrr. So X Perry sets the fastest lap with a 32.2. Quite a nice lap.
0.6 seconds quicker than second.
Joshy Wenz is about a tenth of a second quicker than Joe Hernandez. Or Jerry said 206, as he's commonly known as in this league. Quite a dodgy driver. Yeah, I'm joking.
Definitely a variation.
Brian sets the fastest lap, 32.06.
Quite a feeling about Brian.
Quite another good one.
A good chance of winning the race, you know. You haven't seen him spin once yet.
High expectations.
On behalf of your part of the other lolly. Never a spun.
And Joshy Benz has just spun himself. Anyone on a flyer? I presume Joe's on an in-lap. Ryan could be on a... Drew will be on a flyer. We'll watch Drew. Oh god, they want links for my stream. I'm getting a link for you, big man. I don't even know if they want a link to my stream, but I'll send it in.
Not a very big gap between first and seventh. 0.9 seconds separates
Nice,
first and seventh.
nice and close, how we like it.
Yeah. Yellow flag.
So Drew is actually on his outlap still. F1 Immortal is on an outlap as well. Ice One still in 13th at the moment. That's quite good. Grezzo.
F1 Immortal looks like he could go quite fast here.
Ice One's got a quali gun, by the way.
Yeah, I just realised. Drew's gone onto his flyer now. A couple of the immediately people who've been out on laps quite quickly have now gone into the pits again and will be putting on a fresh set of softies. Going softer, some might say. Pergriff's still out on track. I think he's gone in and come out again. Quite a common sexual act that is. Going in, going out. Sorry, PG friendly. My apologies.
What are you on
And
about?
Gresco comes across the line, sticks it P9. Lots of room for improvement in that lap, but as he's getting used to the track and his setup, and that's good first banker lap.
In like 2 other tracks are the only tracks I don't know what corners everyone's on.
Neither. I can't tell you corner numbers or names. I think we had quite a lot of entertainment, Charlie, as there's 5 people watching. Drew on a massive straight now. There's a car in front of him, but he's probably not getting the toe off of that, so that's quite a shame. Braking into the turn now for the last corner of the race. Here we go, let's see what he sets. X Perry sets the fastest lap again. Racing Point looking strong. And Drew just didn't set a lap.
SX Perry looking very strong around the long twisty bends. Leading onto the straight now. Trying to hunt down this 0.2 gap which separates him from P1.
Look, Racing Point are very strong today. Looking at that, they are probably dominating the track. 2 tenths quicker than 3rd place is between X Perry and Pergy Wicks.
See if SX Perry can take P1 from Brian.
He comes round the straight. He is too slow. Let's have a watch of JHZ. Oh, he's just gone into the pits. That's a shame. F1 Immortal it is then.
Seen the pit like 5 minutes.
Oh, my stream's just frozen. Brilliant.
Love that. Ooh, SX Perry going very wide there.
Pogriff's on and out. Oh, and F1 Immortal has gone on in lap. A couple of people on medium still, such as Scooby Stew, Shade Maps, quite common admin here, very good man. Look forward to seeing him race, sorry, apologies there, said the C word, shouldn't be said on an F1 track. let's see if Andy Meister, he is on track. He's on his wheel today, so he should be quite a fun person to watch. He's a Div 1 racer, filling in for JHZ 206's teammate today.
Two Mercedes yet to set a lap.
Go on, comms for a minute. I'm just
Brian setting a new fastest lap. Puts him even further in front of his team.
We're all in the 32s. Are we going to see someone break into the 31s today? That is the question that we want answered. Ryan's on an out lap now, so we'll give him a watch on board. Coming onto a flyer now, I believe.
Ooh,
and we'll.
By the Williams, straight
Joshy
into the
Wens.
131s, almost 1 second quicker.
Question mark. Had some very rude comments on the YouTube stream. Just gonna have to ban this user from watching. Put them in a timeout. Disgusting.
Has now entered the 131. Time for that. So that is 2 out of the 19 drivers.
A couple of drivers still yet to set laps, and Drew is a 1:46.6.
Drew will definitely be looking to improve that by a significant amount.
With Ryan still on the big straight now. Coming up to the penultimate. Hard on the brakes. Slam it right. And here, there he goes, up into 4th place. That's 32.0. Still, Jesus. Sorry. Still not getting into the whatever they are. A bit of a bug in my throat there. Freak, welcome to the stream. You did not just hear that. Might have to.
My game is frozen. I can't go out for another. Oh, I can.
Second Williams.
Jay. Oh, and there's a spin from Ryan on his in lap.
Really not much time that separates P8 from P12.
Should we give Pergy a watch? He's going into the pits. How boring.
Oi, oi. Seabass almost going to the piss wall. Piss wall? Fuck, pit wall.
Only about 4 minutes left in quali. You should see people start going out for their final lap of the race. Ignore the messages at the bottom saying people are setting fastest laps, because they are not, and my game is obviously broken.
See if anyone can take P1 away from the top Williams car.
So we should probably watch someone who's actually on a lap. Apologies. Gurezko seems to be on a lap, so we'll give him a watch. Currently in 7th place in the Ferrari, his teammate up in 2nd, so a lot to live up for. Apparently got 8 viewers, good to know. And there was only 4 when I had my lovely little voice crack, so. And Obliviate has retired from the session. I don't know what he's done, I can't view him. Seabass is coming out for a lap. JHZ, we'll give him a watch. Quite a dodgy driver last race from what I understand from reading the instant reports. So hopefully he can keep it clean, as they say.
Struggling to find people who are actually on that.
Yeah, JHZ on a lap, Andy Meister on a lap. We'll see if we can get some special stuff on. Not really much of a spectator.
Laps, but nothing to contend.
They are not like the real life Mercedes, are they?
They are not. Hitting 133s around China.
Disappointing really, isn't it?
It is, it's not what you would expect.
Hear that, Mercedes, pick up the pace. Feel free to say hello if you're watching the stream right now. JHZ, I think he's finishing off his flyer now. Or he's starting it, one or the other. I think he might be starting it actually, because he did not improve.
Just going very, very wide, which will knock a lot of time off his, add a lot of time onto his final and probably last lap.
The stream's lagging again, sorry lads. Well, they're not going to hear it because it's lagging.
JHZ 2006 looking to improve on a 132.8.
I'm going to have to mute my mic, I'll be back. Yeah, what? Depends why. About what? Yeah.
Grezko on a flyer right now, looking extremely strong. He's got a tough job catching the Ferrari in 3rd. It's a very loose corner from Grezko. R7N putting in an immense lap, putting him from P7 to P3.
Oh, Wagwan, I am back.
Oh, this McLaren just did an absolutely ridiculous lap.
Is that Ryan?
There it is.
Look at this, Joshua Wenzer's dominating the field.
Can you not talk? You've got your mouth up.
Trying to keep the stream entertained, you know.
Two McLarens quite far apart on the grid. I'm sure they will not be happy with that. So Andy Meister, Joe's reserve teammate, is in 2nd.
I wonder what Joe thinks of that. Joe, we're coming to you now. Well, what are your thoughts?
No comment.
Said 2006 does not seem to be the happiest of teammates racing against Andy Meister.
Joe, just quickly, what are your thoughts on Joshua Wenz being in Div 2?
No comment.
The two Red Bulls finishing 12th and 13th. Along with the two racing
So the
points
grid,
finishing
Joshua
6th and
Wenz in
7th.
first, a very strong lap, followed by Andy Meister, Ryan, Chris, Pergywiths, Brian, X Perry, Gorezko, Chappie, Chow, Seabass, JHZ, F1 Immortal, Obliviate, Andre, Martin, Scooby Stew, Kieran Barr, Drew Cam, Shade Mabs and Ice 109 who had to not qualify this race.
It's very odd that a lot of people are qualifying on mediums, Ramsey. What do you think of that?
I think they'll be going for the longer strategy to live out the race with probably a one-stop medium to softs. Back to you, Chazza.
We look like we're in for a very, very good race. Definitely a mix of abilities in this lobby. However, hopefully it's not too chaotic into the first couple of corners, but we'll have to wait and see.
So, on to the race. just a little cough there. Looks like we will be seeing a couple of multiple strategies by the looks of quali. And I've just seen my stream is slightly lagging. It's what you call BT Wi-Fi. And we are going on to the formation lap. We'll follow along with Joshua Wenz for this formation. You're not in it?
No, the game hasn't loaded.
Yeah, well, we'll get Chazza to download it quick, to load up quicker. So I'm hoping to just warm up the rears, I hope. We'll see what everyone's starting on. Most of the grid are starting on Plane Spotter going soft hard. I don't actually know who you are on the track, mate, but that's a very good strategy. I suspect we'll be seeing a lot of soft hards from these top 10, unless of course there's a safety car where we might see a box of mediums. All of the latter of the grid starting on mediums or hards. So Martin's gone hard. No, sorry, Scooby Stew's gone hard, and Shade Mabs has gone hard. Yeah.
Right, come in back.
Joshua Wenz, the leader of the race. Welcome to the stream, mate. Very good quali. I think you should move up to Div 1 personally. Joe, any thoughts on Joshua Wenz?
Don't mean this bloody thing.
No, you've scared him off. Just invite. I'll give you an invite. Yeah. And I'll be back in a second for the start of the race. Charlie, you might have to entertain for now. Yeah. Yeah, you said multiple times.
I'll take this.
No. I need to through. I'm not winning. Where's Elliot Hammer? Harry. Harry. Fine.
There we go. Everyone lining up on the grid now. Off of the formation lap. See how Kevin.
And I've just realised that just realised that when your mic is on mute in the PlayStation Pi, I don't think it mutes for the stream. So I think you've all just heard me whistling for my dog. Yeah. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Here we are at the start of the race, just waiting for the back of the grid to line up. Should be all ready to go. Waiting for the 5 red lights. I cannot see them. Here we are. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go here at China. Hopefully no COVID will be caught.
Getting a really good start.
JHZ gaining a position off the start. We'll sit in the middle of the pack right now. Just making his way, he's up into 8th. Up into 7th. A Ferrari almost got spun off the track there. I think they did. Pergy won't be very happy with that.
There's a crash! There's a crash! Oh no, it's not.
Andy might have been off the track there. Joe's had a brilliant start into 6th place from 11th. That's up to 5 positions. SX Perry, another good race. Chappie's made up a move there. And F1 Immortals taking it straight back. But that is probably the most...
McLaren spun out the Mercedes!
Let's go, look at that. A very slow start.
Cam and Andre
will not be happy with that.
He will not. 5-second time penalty has been awarded to Andre, which is a bit unfair. However,
hopefully the stewards will have a look at that after the race and see differently.
Josh Evans has already created a 1 whole second gap on the first lap. There has been 3 yellow flags on the first lap so far. It's very, very chaotic to say the least. One of the Alfa Romeos are actually off the track and have dropped down a fair couple of places into P19. However, his teammate JHZ 2006 has moved up into 4th from 11th, a whole 7 places gained on the first lap.
To
Josh
sort it
Evans
out.
has stacked it.
Couple of people have pitted. Ryan currently sat in 2nd.
Josh Evans has gone down into 9. That's the 4th yellow flag that we've seen.
Well, hang on a minute. I think my game might be a little glitched. Either that or JHZ and half the grid has already been lapped. There we go, it's catching up now. So Pergy or Kieran is even, I don't know. Kieran's just spun. Kieran has retired. That is comical. I switch on to him and that is a shame for the Mercedes crew today. Not a good quali, not a good race. Chappie currently leading the pack.
I'm sorry, I don't see a Renault out in 1st place again. Can we keep up, please?
I'm a fucking beast.
Never mind. Chappie's now in last.
There we go.
My game's lagging a bit. Andy Meister in 1st. Predicted strategy are all 2 stops. We're not seeing the soft, hard strategy that Josh Owens is going to go for today. So I'll keep up on that. And Andy Meister's just gone straight past the safety car. Maybe he isn't in 1st. No, he's not. Martin's in 1st. There is a Renault in 1st. I'm sorry, boys. The game is glitching.
Martin's gone past the safety car as well. Who is actually in 1st place?
Andre now. I know Andre's not in 1st. And I believe Josh Owens is in fact the leader of this race. Will we see him box early? Yes, we do. Josh into the pit. Brian into the pit. Chris Emmett into the pit. JHZ stays out. We're going to lead the pack off. He is on those mediums, so that is the right strategy for him to do. Could be seen a medium hard from Joe. I think that's probably the preferred option. Joe, what are your thoughts?
I'm a fucking beast.
And there we have it, boys. He is a beast. Obliviate, hopefully for Joe, will hold up some of the competitors behind him, and Joe can extend to get this one-stop strategy off. I've seen a couple of people pit that lap. Probably.
Yes, one person has actually served their time penalty as well.
So just Drew Cam,
McLaren 16th,
who has decided to stay out. And I don't actually know who's who because my game seems to be very glitchy. But
R7An was. I thought he was going to get a decent rating, but he's started P2, P3, and he's ended up in P11.
A couple of people, those racing points who we saw at the top of the grid almost. have now dropped down to 3rd and 9th. However, one of them has just boxed for, one of them has gone hard, as you might say, in the F1 career. So, you know, a couple of interesting starts there. Hoping to see what I like to call a fun race, an entertaining one, to say the least. And I am expecting
2006 will be very ecstatic with the performance he's had so far. It's really
leading
his
the
race
pack.
to lose at this rate.
We'll see if he has any quick words for you boys. Joe, anything you want to tell us about the race so far?
I need to warm up my tyres.
He's a bit chilly. He's a bit
race
chilly.
on cold tyres.
He's got a bit of a medium tyres on.
Obliviate seeming to just be driving in a straight line. Those tyres must be ice cold.
I think Obliviate was in AI a second ago, so that might explain something. He's gone back into AI now, and that AI does not know how to keep the tyres warm, and that AI will be seeing some cold tyres off the restart.
Got another lap under the safety car. Sure, a lot of the grid won't be happy with that, but JHZ will be.
Couple of people
life at the
boxing. SX Perry going into the pits along with Brian.
Will we see Drew Cam enter the pits? We will not.
So we see the pit box. Whoa! Yeah, yeah. Technical difficulties. Give me a minute. I've just been told that JHZ has won the race. I'm probably sure that is not true. We need to get back in for a safety car restart. Not because Joe's bad, but because the race is not finished. Well, and because Joe's bad. But we move from that point.
SX Perry with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I'm guessing that'll be for corner cutting.
Don't load back into the session. Should be seeing a black screen because I am not loaded back into the session very well.
Joshie Ben's gone off the track under the safety car. He's managed to keep it out of the wall, however he did just lose a place from it. Be interesting to see what the McLaren in 11th, Drew Cam 6 can do with his time penalty. Bloody hell, it's 28 laps, I thought it was a 25%.
That's a 50%.
Is that another voice crack, mate? You need to get some water on board.
Now we'll snort some cocaine instead.
How far back are these lot?
I'm still on a black screen. Stream will be restarted in a second.